So it is Michael King for the Padres, who had those 7 scoreless innings against the Dodgers on May 18th. He had 7 scoreless innings against the Braves on Monday. Ohtani, 2 hits, 2 runs scored yesterday. Leads the National League in on-base percentage, second in the league in runs scored. And he strikes him out on 3 pitches. So sinker, change. That's a changeup that Michael King is throwing more than ever. Pages coming off a good game. Willis rides up on Pages and hits him. Looks like Andy's okay, and he's the first base runner. Average above 290, the highest that it's been in 2 months. Fly ball off of the hands to Samad Taylor. A bright sunshine, not easy. But steadies and makes the grab for out number 2. Average down around 180 prior to this recent stretch. King gets this one off the end of the barrel. And again, testing the shades. Duran will put it away and then to scoreless first for King. And first step is getting through that first inning. That has been a bugaboo for him all year. 7.70 first inning ERA. Bets it short to get Tatis. Takes his time getting down there. 1 away. Samad Taylor, who is still down in AAA when Sheehan last faced these Padres, has come up and been an on-base machine. 1-2. Got him with the slider. Merrill went into yesterday's game, 1 for his last 15 and got 2 hits. Nice change up right there. Dipping and diving to get a swing and a miss and strike 3. 1-2-3 first for Sheehan. Muncy with the 2 hits yesterday is at 266. It's the highest average of his career. Talk a little bit about Muncy. He said this is the steadiest version that we've seen of him. It's a close play, but a good one from Bogaerts, who has shown off that baseball clock a couple times at Muncy's expense this weekend. 1 gone in the second inning. Tommy Tanks to the plate. Swings and misses at a changeup, and Michael King has his second K. A lot of big days yesterday, but the most important one might have been the one that this guy had, Kyle Tucker. Back-to-back Ks on that change from Michael King. 33 years old, 8th season in San Diego for Machado. More than half his career has been spent here. Off the end of the bat. Yeah, and Mookie Betts, the call and the catch. Gavin Sheets comes up with 1 gone in the second inning. Curve grounded to second. Freeland charges and shovels it to Freeman. 2 out. 5 up and 5 down for Sheehan. Here's a 1-2 to Bogaerts. Smoked to left center field and a base hit. First base runner of the game for the Padres. 2-out single from Bogaerts. Inning kept alive for Miguel Andujar. Wow, that ball is on Betts in the blink of an eye. Self-preservation, able to catch it. 8-9-1 for the Dodgers against Michael King. It's Alex Freeland looking for his first hit of this series, leading things off. And he's going to get it on the first pitch of the 3rd, slapping one into left center field. First hit of the day for the Dodgers.
We got to have a bunt here, right?
I was going to say, you know what time it is. Chucky sack bunts. He does so successfully. Perfectly done. Chucky Robinson with a sacrifice moves Freeland into scoring position. 420 hitter against King in his career. 3 long balls. Dodgers hit above 500 with runners in scoring position in yesterday's game. To left center field goes Ohtani. It's down. Here comes Freeland. It's 1-0 Dodgers as Ohtani delivers.
See, one of the things that you do when you, the problems you could run into when you bunt, Chucky, is then you've got first base open and you can just put Show down to first base. And, you know, we've seen the struggles with this second position in the Dodger lineup, and I'm surprised that Michael King gave him anything good to hit. But what the heck, let's just go after the greatest player to ever play the game.
And then he's down swinging. Freeman, who flied to left his first time up. Strike 3 called, and Freeman thought about it but won't take it. 29-year-old from Korea. Put 11 seasons in the KBO, and it came to the Padres this offseason. Issues the leadoff walk here. Song over there at first. 6 stolen bases this year. He's been caught twice. Not running. Bunted along 3rd. Robinson down to first in time. So both catchers hitting 9th today, executing successful sacrifice bunts. The Padres will look to cash theirs in the way the Dodgers did. Song at second, 1 away. Tatis climbs the ladder after this fastball and pops it in the diamond. Robinson loses the mask, makes the catch. 2 out.
Padre hitters are helping Emmett this inning. Even that pitch, again, out of the zone. And
strikes out Taylor, who goes way up there over his head after that fastball. 4, 5, and 6 for LA in this inning. That's a different guy since moving from 2 to 4 in the Dodge order. Pop fly for Manny Machado. 1 away. Dodgers with a run on 2 hits in this game. Both hits coming last inning. Ohtani knocking in Freeland, who had singled to start the inning. And he takes the walk. First one of the day issued by King. Brings up Edman. Struck out his first time. He's a bounce it down to first. Sheets will go to second for 1. Back to a cover, and King not in time. But I think one of the great sliding door scenarios in baseball the last few years is what happened here in the division series 2 years ago. Dodgers were down 2 games to 1 and throwing out a bullpen game. They lose that game. They obviously don't win the World Series. And Dave Roberts has said, I think that was probably the end for me if they don't win that game. Well, they did, and some good things have followed. Putting that fastball, maybe not in the zone, but where he wants it, and getting the swings and getting a lot of misses, and then everything falling off of that. For any of those other pitches to have the powers unlocked. Mookie Betts waits on this bouncing ball and throws out Merrill. Only 1 hit through 3 1/3 against Emmett Sheehan after he gave up 8 of them and only lasted 3 1/3 against the Orioles his last time. High drive to deep left field. Edman twists around, track wall, tie game. Machado connects on his team leading 15th, and it's 1-1. So even with the lowest average in baseball, leading the team in home runs, and he's tied this game up.
Again, you see that's a slider. It ends up hanging on the inner part of the plate. Manny, no matter what he's hitting, he's going to do damage to that pitch.
Home run rate double from what it was in his first year back from the injury. Sheets pounds this one into the turf to Freeland at second for out number 2.
It's all right, though. It's just a solo shot. It was one bad pitch, and you put it behind you. You don't let it snowball at all.
But just barely better than a league average hitter in that time, and still 7 years left. Muncy spears this hot shot, ends the 4th, but the Padres have tied it. And to the top of the 5th we go, where Alex Freeland leads off. There he ultimately does earn the walk. All right, Chucky in his situation again. Let's see. In the air this time and caught by King. Freeland still anchored to first, and Ohtani comes up here on a 3-1 pitch. Ohtani looks at ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Freeland at second, Ohtani at first. Dodgers trying to take the run right back. Even with the bad month of June in clutch situations, Pages still leading the National League in runs batted in, 58. And he gets hit for the second time today. And what a gift that one is. On a 2-strike pitch, Pages is plunked. One of the hottest hitters out there. 10 out of his last 16 coming in. 4 straight multi-hit games. First time you can say that in years. And takes ball 4. What an at-bat from Freddie Freeman to give the Dodgers the lead.
And how that is not a challenge is beyond me. Again, San Diego has both their challenges right there. And again, it goes back to knowing how to use them, when to use them. But the importance is going to be the difference between somebody moving on or going home in the postseason.
And the Dodgers are back in front. Betts lines the ball to left center field, a base hit. 2 runs will score. Throw goes to second. 2-run single, Mookie Betts, and it's 4-1.
Mookie Betts continuing to do his thing. That's the first base hit of this inning. He had a ton of traffic. All started off with a leadoff walk. This pitch right over the middle part of the plate. Mookie gets on top of it.
And they have chased Michael King from this game. He had fired 23 consecutive scoreless innings against the Dodgers going into the 3rd today when they got 1. They've gotten 3 here in the 5th.
Yeah, Dodgers not finished yet, though. Runners on 1st and 3rd with runners in scoring position. Last night they were 8 for 15 with 13 RBIs. So far this afternoon, 2 for 2 with 4.
In the air to short left field. Machado's got it spotted and has it in his glove. Muncy's out number 2. Machado's got it. Edman hustles. Throw beats him. Inning ends, but the Dodgers get 3. We're halfway home in a 4-1 game. Nice bounce back game for Sheehan to this point. He's given up just the Machado home run through 4. Broken bat down to 3rd, Muncy. 1 out. Song comes up. The lone walk for the Padres against Sheehan today.
it's been a real competitive pitch that the Padres have had to honor.
The 9-hitter, Duran. Chase for strike 3.
Sheehan doing a nice job bouncing back right after that walk.
2 outs, back to the top. Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 2 as he tries to keep that on-base streak going. There goes Song. Look out! Tatis spilled on that up-and-in fastball.
Top part of the hand wasn't a wrist, but not sure that he's wearing any of those protective plastic pieces. Didn't look like it.
Scary way to extend the on-base streak. He's now reached 21 games in a row. And that gets the tying run to the plate here in the 5th. In the form of Samad Taylor, who has stood no chance against Sheehan. Strikes out Taylor for the 3rd time today. Out of this 5th inning jam, Emmett Sheehan, 5 Ks total. Kyle Tucker leads it off and pulls a base hit to right against Yuki Matsui.
We still have, almost half the season left. And that's not even, when our season begins. That's the playoffs. This is just practice.
Freeland retired for the first time today. The tell that he's going to be swinging away is that pointer finger sticking up. He's a hitter.
Right. Yeah.
Taps it back to the mound. Kind of a swinging bunt here. Advances Tucker into scoring position for Ohtani. And even though it's lefty-lefty in Matsui's advantage on paper, Ohtani 4 out of 11, 4 extra base hits against his fellow Japanese import. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Splitter gets him. It's Merrill, Machado, and Sheets in this 6th inning. Merrill grounds it to first. Freddie Freeman sprawls to get it, but has no play. And an infield hit for Merrill.
Cheap up. A little late by then.
Leadoff man reaches. Here's Machado. His home run is counted for the Padres scoring in this game. Lifts a fly ball to deep center field. Pages back onto the track. Just enough room. That close to his 2nd of the day. Sheets 13 home runs this season, all 13 against right-handed pitchers. There goes Merrill. Throw to first. Now Freeman to 2nd. Not in time. Merrill dives in there safely.
Not only getting it quicker, but then also creating a lane. But that was all on Vess.
Vesia home with a 1-2. Sheets down swinging. Got him to chase the slider.
Vess taking care of things himself right there.
That'll do it for Vesia. Faces 3 hitters. Right-handed batting Xander Bogaerts is coming up, and Will Klein is coming in. Shot to the right side and a base hit. 4-2 game as Bogaerts knocks in Merrill.
This pitch out of the zone, but Bogaerts able to get on top of it.
So run charged to Alex Vesia. 14 runners that Will Klein has inherited this year. 8 of them have come in to score. Oh boy. Got away from him.
Yeah, that was a curveball, though. I mean, if we know the history, though, of this series and the Padres, it's 2 balls that have been up and in. And granted, absolutely no intention. I'm aware of things. I'm aware of things. I'm aware of the situation. Yeah.
So now the tying run on base. And Sung-Moon Song, who walked twice against Emmett Sheehan. Song ends. And we go to the 7th. The Dodgers 4, the Padres 2. Base hit the other way for Tatis. And they do get the tying run up. Samad Taylor is just thrilled that Emmett Sheehan's no longer in this game. Struck out all 3 times against him. First career 3 strikeout game. Got him to chase. Strike 3. 4th strikeout of the day for Samad Taylor. And we're going to see Tanner Scott in the 7th inning right here. Lefty-lefty against Merrill, who will represent the tying run. Here's his 0-2. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Tanner Scott strikes out Jackson Merrill on 3 pitches. Solo shot from Machado in the 4th. Team leading 15th this year. A bullet to left and down the line. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Leadoff double for Machado. And just like that, the tying run comes up. Pinch hitter here. Instead of the left-handed batting Sheets, Ty France. That hit him on a 2-strike pitch. It just barely brushes Ty France, and the tying run is on with nobody out. Well, where things really potentially get sideways is if Scott is unable to find it here in the 8th. He struck him out. Back from 3-1 to get him for the first out of the 8th.
Went with the slider and just really kind of buried it down and in. It wasn't a strike, but
Padres now, even though they're out hitting the Dodgers, they're 1 for 12 with men on base and down 4-2. First and second, one away for Andujar. On the ground to third, Muncy. 5-4-3 double play. Out of the jam unscathed and on to the 9th.
as far as impacting how he's more valuable, it's this all day long. Not even close.
Peralta comes home, and Ohtani grounds one up the middle for Bogart. Shuffles over to get it, 2 out. Baez, who's reached base 8 times this weekend. Here's a towering blast. Center field, got under it though. Merrill ends the inning. Fasten those seatbelts to the bottom of the 9th. Edgardo Enriquez looking for his first save of the year. So they deploy Scott earlier than usual. That means it's left up to Edgardo Enriquez to try and finish off the game. 1 save as a rookie, 1 save last year, looking for his first one here in his 3rd campaign. Fly ball center field, Andy Pages. 1 gone in the 9th.
And this all, again, it goes into the experience that you take with you into October.
He walked him, and Tatis comes up as the tying run. 21 game on base streak for Tatis. But a guy who once hit 42 home runs to lead the National League has just 3. It's grounded up the middle to Mookie Betts, to the bag for 1, to first to end the series. A double play reminiscent of Game 7 as Mookie Betts steps on the bag and a jump throw to first. The Dodgers take 2 of 3 from San Diego.